The Daily Beast has been strongly pushing the narrative that Bernie Sanders is not electable, in spite of the fact that his Real Clear Politics averages are higher than Hillary Clinton's against Republicans. In fact, a new poll by Quinnipiac University shows that he actually beats every single Republican, while Hillary Clinton loses to every single Republican with the exception of Donald Trump. Now, this is not a new trend. I mean, Bernie Sanders performs really well in these hypothetical matchups because he captures the youth vote, because he captures independent voters. So, in spite of this fact, though, the Daily Beast really wants you to think that he's not electable. So I'm going to go ahead and get to what they have to say, and then I'll tell you why they're saying what they're saying. So we have one article from Jay Michelson, which is titled, "Dear Bernie Fans, a vote for him is a vote for Donald Trump," with the subtitle, "Primaries don't elect presidents, they elect candidates who have to beat the other guys. A socialist who wants to raise taxes on everyone cannot beat any Republican. Period." Now also, Kelly Joff penned an article stating, "You're damn right, electability matters to black voters," with the subtitle, "White affluent voters have the luxury of swooning over quixotic candidates like Sanders and Nader. Black voters don't." So she chalks Bernie's support up to white privilege because white affluent voters have the ability to gamble. They can roll the dice and not have to worry, whereas African American voters, well, they don't have the choice. They can't gamble, they can't take a chance and select someone who's not nationally electable. The problem is that nobody wants to gamble. The reason why we support Bernie Sanders in part is because he is more electable than Hillary Clinton. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that someone who's being investigated by the FBI and may be indicted, perhaps during a general election, that person is not more electable. But nonetheless, the Daily Beast has another article. So Michael Tomasky has an article titled, "Bernie Sanders isn't electable and here's why," with the subtitle, "It's not really that he's too lefty. It's that once he does come under attack, most Democrats won't go to the mat for him." They're not basing this on facts or polling. They're just making assertions and hoping that they stick to the wall. Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks actually called them out of touch because they're part of the establishment bubble. They don't know what's going on. Now, that's absolutely true. I agree with Cenk, but there's a stronger reason why these so-called journalists are trying to push this electability myth. So Ivan Brankovic is one of my viewers, and he actually reached out to me and he said, "Look, Mike, I read all these hatchet job articles that the Daily Beast wrote about Bernie Sanders and his electability, and so I decided to do a little bit of digging." Now, what he found is devastating. So the Daily Beast is owned by a company called IAC, Interactive Corp. They're a media company. And when you check out their website and look at who's on their board of directors, you'll see a very familiar name, Chelsea Clinton. Now, she's the director of IAC, which owns the Daily Beast. So if you don't know who Chelsea Clinton is, allow me to refresh your memory. So she serves as the vice chair of the Clinton Foundation, and she also happens to be the daughter of Bill and Hillary Clinton. I wonder if there's a conflict of interest there. So she's on the board of directors of a company that owns the Daily Beast, who is pushing these talking points straight from the Hillary Clinton campaign, because who is it that has been pushing this electability myth about Bernie Sanders? Hillary Clinton. She keeps trying to scare us and say, look, if you don't vote for me, then you're going to get a Republican because Bernie can't beat the Republicans. I'm battle tested. And while Hillary Clinton is saying this, well, the Daily Beast is right there to do what she wants, right there to do the bidding of the Clintons and the Hillary Clinton campaign. So these aren't real journalists that we're talking about. These are puppets who are taking orders from their owner. So these articles aren't surprising. You can't expect the journalists at the Daily Beast to be objective in light of this finding. I mean, they are beholden to the Clintons because that's who owns them. So if they start talking too nicely about Bernie Sanders, well, then their owner might push back and say, look, our board member, Chelsea Clinton, doesn't like what you're saying about Bernie Sanders. Change it, otherwise we're going to have some problems. They're the boss. So if you think that something might be a little bit strange, I encourage all of my viewers to do a little bit of digging, and you might find something that is a little bit surprising, or actually not surprising, depending on the circumstance. So this is absolutely disgusting. The Daily Beast now, as we all know, is delegitimized forever because of this. You're not a real journalist outlet. You're just a propaganda machine for the Clintons.
Thanks for watching the Humanist Report. Don't forget to subscribe and check us out at humanistreport.com.